Minneapolis firefighters are responding to a record number of calls. The number of calls jumped by 10,000 over the last 10 years. The workload is stretching a thin staff even thinner. Our Joe Augustine joins us live from Fire Station 19 near TCF Bank Stadium with word on how some of these issues could actually violate federal safety standards. Joe?
Well, Bill, bottom line, the fire chief says we need more firefighter staffing stations like the one behind me. If not, well, there's a greater risk that the firefighters we do have will keep getting hurt. Firefighters in Minneapolis are hurting.
We have 26 people out right now.
A lot.
We've seen a dramatic increase in injuries.
Fire Chief John Friedel told City Council today pain is part of a bigger problem. Minneapolis doesn't have nearly enough firefighters. The chief says at minimum there should be 418 sworn personnel. With injuries, his department is operating with just over 350.
When we stand, there's a direct correlation. As staffing come down, our injuries have gone up.
OSHA standards require most engines to have 4 firefighters. In Minneapolis, some trucks are responding with only 3.
We violate it all the time.
Mark Lakowski is the president of the local 82 Firefighters Union. He says this problem isn't new. It's just now being talked about.
It was a breath of fresh air.
Fresh air won't fix the problem, though. Lakowski feels the budget isn't growing as fast as the city.
You can't throw a baseball without hitting a crane in Minneapolis. How do you not address these shortages in your public safety, in particular today, fire?
He believes the best fix is fresh funding. And we reached out to Mayor Betsy Hodges to ask about that funding. Her office released a statement highlighting an $800,000 investment in the department next year. That statement says, in part, the mayor believes the investments she proposed for her 2015 budget in cadet classes and recruitment are the best tools for building a pipeline of new firefighters. It is important to point out there are just over a dozen cadets in training right now, so they'll need a lot more recruitment classes if they want to close that gap. Bill, back to you.
Joe, you mentioned the high number of on-the-job injuries. Do we have any idea tonight how much that's costing the department?
Oh, well, Bill, that number is huge. The chief says the department has paid out nearly $2.5 million in workers' compensation in just the last few years, and that number's only part of the equation. Remember, when a firefighter gets hurt, other firefighters have to step up and work overtime to try to pick up the slack. And the department expects to pay out anywhere between $1.4 and $1.7 million just in overtime. And the chief says, you add all this up, well, may actually save money by adding staff.
There's some savings that certainly can be realized. And if we can get it down to levels that are more in line, that make more sense, then right now we're out of balance. And I think we can bring that in.
So according to what the chief told City Council today, we don't have enough firefighters, and it's actually costing us more money. Bill?
All right, Joe, thanks for that.